COVID. Starting today, California is dramatically easing restrictions for anyone who is fully vaccinated. Wiley Jahari joining us from Imperial with that update.
And this includes removing the mask mandate for those who are fully vaccinated, and some local businesses around the valley have already pulled back on those requirements.
In the Imperial Valley, Public Health Director Jeanette Angulo says that per state guidelines, businesses should be asking for vaccine verification. Angulo also says the ability to require proof of vaccination is valid and exists within state guidelines.
So within the state's guidance documents, there is a requirement for businesses to verify whether or not someone is vaccinated.
Some local businesses in the Imperial Valley, however, are not asking for that proof. Starbucks employees say they won't be asking customers for vaccine cards. Planet Fitness also tells us that masks are no longer mandatory for anyone vaccinated, and they are not asking for any kind of verification. They, however, assure a safe and sanitized environment.
And meanwhile, other businesses around the valley tell me they just don't feel comfortable asking individuals for that vaccine verification. And I'll have an update on that coming up in our next newscast, plus what businesses are doing to adapt to these new guidelines. I'm Wiley Jahari reporting from Imperial.
So all of this as the U.S. passed a grim milestone